Welcome back, everybody. Yes, yes. Just saw a great performance by this man right here, Orlando's official Poet Laureate, Shawn Welcome. Yes, man.
Yes.
Brother, that was amazing what you were able to do with words.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
I feel everything that you say when you say it.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
No, you're
doing
welcome.
it a long time.
I was going to say, you've been doing this. That ain't your first rodeo.
Yeah, correct.
Now, explain to people what it means to be an official Poet Laureate.
Yeah, so it's really just like a representative for poetry, storytelling, literary arts on behalf of your region, your city, right? And so I have a 3-year term where I would perform at different city events, official city events. And it's just a way for the government to include poetry and arts, you know, and show that, you know, it's important to have a representative in that space. And so I'm grateful for it. It only just started in 2017, so I'm the second Poet Laureate for the city of Orlando.
Hey, we're going to big you up, though. Come on, Shawn. Come on, man. Now, I got to ask, where did this all start for you? When did you first know that you had a love of poetry?
Yeah, so it's my senior year in high school. I grew up mostly in Orlando, but I moved back to Brooklyn where I was born.
Okay, big up to Brooklyn.
My senior year in high school, and I found myself as the new kid again, right?
Yeah.
And
which is not easy, right?
Yeah, but it was like the perfect storm, really, because you know, I didn't have many distractions. I just hooped, you know, played basketball and hung out with my friends, and they were all into like writing rap lyrics and stuff like that. And I was just in a hyper creative environment. So I was like, you know, just really that had a profound effect on me, right? And so I was like, let me see if I could do this, you know. And from jump, it was like I got affirmed like very early, like, oh, you got something. So I just kind of nurtured that my whole senior year of high school. And then when I came back down to Orlando after graduating, I got into spoken word, and the rest is history.
And it took off there.
Yeah.
Look at that, man.
Yeah.
Do you remember one of the first pieces that you performed when you got a little confident?
So I think when I first moved back, I was still writing in more of a kind of like a rap style.
Gotcha.
And I do remember some old, like from '02, some stuff 20 plus years ago, but
what I want to know is, do you remember the performance itself? What I mean by that is, do you remember the reaction from the crowd?
Oh,
like,
yeah, no,
100%.
100%. Yeah, I do. The first time I got on stage was at Valencia College, East Campus, for African American Cultural Society, A Squared CS, they called it.
Gotcha.
And it was in an event there, and I performed, and yeah, people, they went nuts, and I was like, I'm staying right here. I love this. I was like, I'll do this all day, you know.
Gotcha.
So, and I'm kind of a nerd myself, you know, so I do enjoy being like creative writing, more creative nonfiction. Like I like telling like real stories creatively, right?
Hence the piece you
right,
performed today.
Right. Because I like watching documentaries. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get sucked into them all the time.
Yeah. So that's just kind of who I am. And
I now know how hot dogs are made, Shawn. And I wish I didn't.
Now stay off them jokers.
I know, man. I
Stay off them
know.
jokers.
I'm trying, man. But I'm the same way, man. And I love the fact that you do it from Orlando. I mean, come on. Everybody knows I'm biased when it comes to Florida, Orlando, especially hometown.
Yeah,
man. I like the fact that you're doing it for us. So we thank you.
I appreciate it. Glad to do what I've been doing. I mean, I've been performing and hosting open mics for years, right? And so
tell us about that, because people don't know what that may be. There's comedy open mics, but there's also arts open mics.
Poetry open mics.
Yeah, so tell people about what that is and why you developed it.
Yeah, so 2006, I was just, there's two main experiences. One, I used to facilitate poetry workshops at 33rd Street Jail in 2006, and I saw the impact that it had on the youth offenders and their, like, the exposure to writing.
It could change their life.
Right, and just like grabbing a hold of a framework that allows you to express yourself. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean? So that, and then I got exposed to National Poetry Slam in Austin, Texas in 2006. So being exposed to poets that were competing from all over the country, I was like, oh, there's levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is dope. So I was like, man, I would love to capture that energy here in Orlando. And that was kind of like the catalyst to starting Diverse Word open mic at Dandelion Community Cafe. We did that for 14 years every week. In 2000, they shut down because of COVID and other reasons, and we shifted to a new venue, downtown Credo. But it's pretty much just people getting up on the list, sharing their poetry, their raps, their songs, their joke, whatever it is, and creating, you know, facilitating an environment where people can just be heard and speak as well.
And practice their craft.
And practice their craft, yeah. And the thing is, some people have different aims for their poetry. Like, not everyone's trying to go somewhere with it. They're just trying to it's more like therapeutic.
Absolutely.
For them. So people have
different, same thing. Yeah,
people have different reasons for doing what they. But to have a hub where you can just kind of do that, and there's different spots around town where people can get plugged in. There's my spot, obviously on Tuesdays, Diverse Word, New Piece Mondays. Respect the Mic. There's some comedy spots. So
absolutely,
it's really just a Google search.
Any city you in, there is going to be an open arts open mic and a comedy open mic. If you are interested in home, you hear him right now, you want to do what this man does, definitely start. That's what you got to do. Just start.
Get in the environment. I always tell people if they want to get involved into like writing, you need to saturate yourself in an environment where other people are writing and expressing themselves.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Now let me ask you, man, what do you see yourself in 10 years?
Oh man, I'm gonna be all over.
Okay.
I'm gonna be all over, man. And I credit that largely in part because I never really focused on branding like that. But I joined the Next Level Speakers Academy November of 22, and it's been a real game changer for me. So that's Jeremy Anderson. He's a motivational speaker for youth. Eric Thomas, top motivational speaker in the world. Inky Johnson, they joined his sort of like coaching program for speakers.
Yes.
And so I realized that what I do really does fit more lucratively in the speaker industry, right?
Absolutely.
And so yeah, I just been trying to branding myself more as a speaker, but then my niche is poetry.
Gotcha.
Right? So
your gift is poetry.
My gift is poetry, 100%. Yeah. So yeah, I did UCF's commencement speech.
My alma mater. All right. Yeah, we go.
This last spring, and that was amazing. So I'm like, man, I could definitely use my gift, but and the success of what it's got me, but share the principles that got me there.
Absolutely.
Right, as a way to inspire people around me and stuff like that. So. Yeah, man. I don't know exactly what it's going to look into, but I know I'm definitely on a growth trajectory because I'm committed to personal development.
And you're not going to stop.
I can't.
I want everybody watching
the train has left. Train has left.
There's no plan B. I want people at home watching this, man, to support you. You got a fan in me.
I appreciate it,
so
man.
I want people at home to do the same thing. So how can they reach you on social media?
They can just go to ShawnWelcome.com. And check me out there. You can see some interviews and performances. You can learn about the services that I offer. I custom create pieces for different events and pretty much just use my voice and my creativity to entertain, to inspire, to encourage and educate.
I love it, man. Thank you so much for being here today.
Right, thank you,
man. Parades to the point where a 10-year-old Daryl Davis, brown-skinned Boy Scout, gets booed. Stones flew to his face in 1968 for wearing the wrong colors. Down the wrong block. Didn't know kids was in gangs. Weapon of choice became chords and a voice. And as a man and professional musician, he came face to face with a member of the Klan. After a gig at the bar, no robe, just regular clothes. They toasted over cranberry juice and conversation, not me. I don't want nothing to do with nobody who want nothing to do with me, but Daryl Davis, a different breed. Reminds me of Sharp G's. He's got the keys. See, the music speaks. Leaps off the page. You want to talk about change? X said the ballot or the bullet, like marching or the music. Chuck Berry, Fats Domino, and other founders of rock and roll ain't known for shuffling the color line, but they did, causing black and white minors to dance out the booth. The newspaper said it's corrupting white youth, and it was for the better, though baseless. The question is, how do you change the mind of a racist? Occupy their spaces with a listening ear, like tuning music. Like Daryl tuned in instead of throwing away the whole cacophony of calamity, kind of like refurbishing humanity in the name of rock and roll. Jazz and blues transcending the hues of our skin. The views of our kin that kills spill into the electric wind when strings and keys tap dance on the face of ignorance, cymbals kiss. And love.
Thank you! Yes! Oh, what? Oh, me?
Yes. All for you.
All for you.
Oh, thank y'all so much. Mike, they love us.
They are prepaid.
All right, nice.
There you go. Yeah.
I will pay you back.
Sure.
Never. But
All
thank
right.
you.